forgot about this part, Derek. It's always that side too. A Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilt Stratocaster. One of the prize jewels of anyone's collection, I would say, and I think the lucky young human that's getting this guitar, she'll have quite the prize indeed. I'm in love with this, and we wanted to talk about the process, how this happens, who made this happen, and why is this darn thing so light? You know, it's resonant like an acoustic guitar. I hate it. So first things first, you want to get yourself a Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilt. You're not really sure how, you're not really sure why, but you know you want to do it and you know you want to spend the money on it. So the first step is you contact your favorite guitar shop, most likely Casino Guitars. There's some others out there, but I think that's the only one that does custom shops. So I call them first. And you're going to start talking about what guitar you want to get built. Now let's say you definitely know you want to get a Masterbuilt. One of the first things we're going to do is go through all the master builders, figure out who's going to be the right fit for you. We're going to take a little time on this too. If you already know, like the gentleman new here, this is by the none other and pretty amazing young hotshot Levi Perry. We'll get into Levi in a minute. But let's say you are this person wanting to get a guitar built by Levi. We're going to go through the builders a little bit more. We're going to talk about who does what the best, lead times, sensibilities, personalities. That sort of all matters and goes into it when we make a decision with who's going to build a guitar for each person that's going to buy this guitar and have this guitar. Levi, when we were talking with our customer here, who's one of my favorite people in the world, who also trains dolphins, not saying that I do, but he wanted Levi from the get-go. He and I have been talking about Levi for years, and he was not yet a master builder. He's the newest of the master building legions of the Fender Custom Shop universe, and so he chose to wait years till Levi was a master builder. So we were first in there, almost one of the first people in the queue, just to make sure this got done. Maybe not exactly the first, pretty close. But he was patient and he waited. Now, once we realized we wanted Levi from the beginning, we already spec'd the guitar out years ago, but we respec'd it. So we went through it all. We went through what kind of guitar do you want to build? A Stratocaster. What years do you want? I want a 1960s. And what do you want it to sound like? And what do you want it to be like? He's like, I want it to be kind of like John Mayer's black #1 Stratocaster, but I want a hardtail. And I want the heavy relic. And this one other shockingly strange thing, I want it in dirty age shell pink. So we started digging. We started going through all the minutia. We got into the Floor Traveler hard. And it's a really fun process to do too. Right here we got a super light piece of alder body. Didn't have to sort it because Levi knows how to sort it himself. He hand selects every piece. We also wanted a beautifully AAA flamed neck here, which is gorgeous. It's almost a nicotine stain across the body as well, and the neck, as you see, the flame crossing. I wish I could transfer across in the videos how smooth this neck build is. Just imagine again a stick of butter that is soft yet hard. And then imagine joy and possibly Katy Perry, Teenage Dreams all at the same time. I think that's a good description of this neck. Now, we were very particular about the relicing and the fact that we wanted lots of it. We're not quite 50-50 paint to wood, but I'd say really darn close, especially if you get around here. We wanted extreme play wear, and we wanted to have an extreme raw finish look to it as well. Now with pickups, we went with Josefina's hand-wound tomatillos off the bat. This fella knew that he wanted those pickups, and I knew we had to have Josefina wind them for us. And she did a bang-out job. From start to finish, every part of this electronic wiring is fantastic. Now, if you did, we did talk about it earlier, there's a hardtail, so it's a little bit weight relief there, but it's also a light piece of alder, but it also gives it a whole different acoustic resonance and a different feel. We got the vintage tuners, of course, but we went with a Brazilian rosewood fretboard, hand selected by Levi himself, and you might notice the absence of face dots. This guy's particularly weird. I guess he's an expert guitar player from swimming in the ocean so much with those fish. They're not fish, I know they're dolphins. But it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, we wanted a violin, cello type look to the instrument. And we could kind of go wild. Now inside this electronics here, I can't take it apart for you right now, but you're gonna have to look at the pictures that we have already seen here. There's some stickers sent from this illustrious dolphin trainer and his children decorating the inside of this, which is really fun that Levi and this customer had such great communications throughout. From day one of communication between myself and the owner of this beautiful guitar, and when I talked to Levi, it's been nothing but fun, nothing but joy. And they spoke a lot. They speak on the phone, they speak on the texts, they speak on the emails. It sounds like I'm doing an Italian recipe right now. But they made a magical guitar happen together, and it's a process that should not only be fun, but should be rewarding, and you should have an amazing piece at the end of it as well. Some of the other fine little points that we added, we didn't want any string tree in the guitar. We want to leave it simple, so Levi had to work out the correction of the build angles there. We didn't want the face dots. It's so pretty. The side dots are nice and clay and small. We did a dirty, almost coffee aging to some of the plastics here. We didn't want to go extremely dark. We want to have it super aged. You've got the white 3-ply pick guard. Low output pups though. So I told you about what we did with these tomatillos here, but we wanted the extremely low wound so it has a very vintage sound. If you're a John Mayer fanatic, this guitar might be your hardtail of dreams. Add that with the hardtail, you have a unique beast and tone machine that is really like none other that I have played from the Fender Custom Shop. So Levi Perry, again, he's the newest member of the master building squad. As I said before, I find Levi's ability to work on these guitars to be otherworldly. I'd say he's the new rising rock star of the Fender Custom Shop. He's a joy to work with. He's a young buck. He has a way with the wood that is unparalleled. I'd put him in the scopes of Vincent and Dale and some of the great builders there in Fessler. And it just, what he's doing right now, his ability to not just shape a great and classic instrument, but to do something a little bit different too. He's okay with taking the car off the roads and going a little bit out in the desert and going a little bit in the ocean and just taking a swim with something a little bit radical and different. He likes the odd stuff, and we love that. But again, his ability to shape a neck that is, again, sticks of butters, soft and hard at the same time, and his ability to make a tonally exciting and interesting guitar is rather uncanny for a man of his age. So hats off to Levi, and thank you for letting us work on this with you as well. It's been a pure joy, and thanks for building all those other great guitars that you have coming. Levi, that's enough nice stuff about you, though. Moving back to the guitar. So there you have it. Fender Custom Shop Masterbuilt, Levi Perry, 1960 Stratocaster, hardtail. One of the best guitars we've seen come through these doors in quite a long time, and I have a funny feeling we're going to see a few more of these coming through soon too. So thank you for watching. If you have any questions, comments, please below Adam or give us a shout at the guitar shop here at Casino Guitars. Thank you again. Peace be with y'all.